it's interesting because one of the things I did want to mention as we're talking, you've got some questions, you can work them in later as we talk, but I'm coming towards the end of this long play I'm doing about this musical, the second musical. I might have it done by this weekend or sometime within 10, 12 days, and then finishing the novel that I'm working on. And I'm talking, one of the things that's interesting, and I talked about this when I did my last Dan Schneider video interview with this actor named Casey Biggs. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks before Oscar and Kiwi died, I saw the reruns of Mary Tyler Moore Show and then the Bob Newhart Show before I went to sleep in the afternoon, and it was so weird because just hearing the music of those shows, the introductory theme music, just brought back so much in terms of memories for me. And then who can turn the world on with a smile. But those shows were so well written. I wrote that thing about the golden age of television being the 1970s. Here you see it. There is no show that is as well written or well acted as the Mary Tyler Moore Show or the Bob Newhart Show. Bob Newhart and Suzanne Plachette, who played a couple on the Bob Newhart Show of the 70s, were the best husband and wife team in comedy on American television ever. The writing is so smart. They don't have extra scenes. You sometimes get in the 22, 23, 24 minutes, whatever it was back in the 70s, you get just what's needed to get the joke or the insight into the character, and it's just so good. And it's not this dumbed down shit. I've seen clips of some of these newer shows, like there's a thing called Fresh Off the Boat, where you have these Chinese Americans, or I don't know if they're Japanese Americans, doing this. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? This is 2019. How could any person who's of Chinese or Oriental ancestry be proud of this shit? Look at what these shows did 40, 50 years ago. I mean, it's just so much better.
Do you think there's anything in even this century that can compare to some of the golden oldies of the 70s?
I've not seen any since this century. I mean, they're digging out stuff from the Copper Age of like Roseanne Barr's old show. They brought her back, and then she fucked up and was a stupid bitch, and they fired her, and now they're doing Roseanne without Roseanne, although 30 years later, and I've seen a couple of clips of it. It's terrible. I saw the original or the first episode of that new Star Trek Discovery about a year or so ago when they had it online, and I've seen people have sent me some clips here and there of it, and it's terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. I mean, it's like people don't know how to write good entertainment anymore. And even worse is most people don't even know what good entertainment is. They're satisfied by this pablum.
What's bizarre about the Star Trek series is that you had all of these sequel series that networks ran, but then you had that Star Trek Continues show, which was bare bones in its budget, but it was more faithful and even in terms of quality, more comparable to the original show. If you've seen all the episodes, I think all of them are good.
Yeah.
And they have... they're relatively well acted too.